Thanks for tuning in to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Incorporated. Today's video will be about defending and countering the bent arm lock, the Kimura from the guard. I hope you enjoy. So that's what happens when you're not defending or countering the bent arm lock from the guard. So what I want to cover, the first part, go ahead there, Juan. He brings my hands to the mat, he attacks. As I see this, I'm going to turn my fingers as much as I can back, and I'm going to drive my elbow into my rib cage to prevent him the arm entanglement. So start over, Juan. So that's the first thing I want to do to slow down his progress for the bent arm lock. Go ahead. I turn my fingers, I bring my elbow into my rib cage, and I also bring my rib cage into my elbow. So he has a little bit of difficulty entanglement. So the first move is I'm just going to take my spare hand and I'm going to push up against his elbow to just negate the bent arm lock. The second technique for this video is go ahead, he attacks. I slow him down. All I want to do now is tag the opposite knee. I still give him grief on entangling that arm. I take a step back to step over. And I just reach over for my own arm for the back take. The third technique, and also the fourth technique on this, is if he got a little bit too quick or you were a little bit too slow, so as he attacks the bent arm lock, he was able to entangle the arm. I was too late on closing that gap from my elbow to ribs. All I need to do now is I need to take a step back with the opposite leg, with my left leg, to come over and drive him to the mat. I want to clear the leg from the half guard, bring my upper body over top of his shoulder and over on this side. I'm going to reverse the bent arm lock, and I got to tap. So come a little bit closer. All I'm doing is I'm reversing the bent arm lock onto him. So the third counter to defending and dealing with the bent arm lock, as he attacks, he was able to entangle. So I need to take that step back to clear. I get high on him, I drive my upper body weight over top of his shoulders, hand on the hip, and then, if you can come a bit closer, I reverse and I get the tap. Don't move, Juan. I'm getting the bent arm lock on Juan this way, and over here, and here. The fourth and last technique on how to deal with the bent arm lock. Go ahead there, Juan. Over here. He gets the entanglement. I need to clear and start passing the guard. One thing I want to do is let go on for 2 seconds. Is my hand was here. I want to drive my fist to the opposite love handle, ideally. The last thing I want now is for him to drive the hand away and my elbow goes up, and then the hand goes either behind my back or behind the plane to apply pressure. So that's why I want to move my body weights. If I can't move the arm, I at least move my body to in front So I want to make sure my arm is in front of my body and don't end up behind my body. So that's why I want to move and try to maintain this position. So, still on the fourth technique, as he attacks the bent arm lock, I wasn't quick enough to shut that down. So now, why don't you slowly complete the bent arm lock one? See how now the hand is behind and now I'm gonna have to tap. So to avoid that, go ahead there, Juan. As he gets prepared, I need to clear this leg, drive my upper body forward, and I'm trying to grab my opposite love handle. Let me go there, Juan. So this is where my hand is at by moving my body. Now I have a lot of time to deal with certain things. So if I can clear this leg, if he happens to be a little bit loose and I bring it over, all I do is this hand now goes to this here, I take a step, and then I fall back and counter straight arm lock. The fourth way to have to deal with the bent arm lock, he goes, I clear the leg, I step over, this hand comes over in front of my knee so it can be supported. I can lift up my left foot that's closest to his head, needs to take a big step. I keep my hips down and fall down. The bent arm lock, go ahead. So there you have it, folks. How to deal with the Kimura attack from closed guard. Gives you 4 different options. It's so important to point your fingers backwards to drive your elbow into your rib cage and your rib cage into your elbow to really slow down the progression of it, so that you can either push the elbow away, free the arm, or for the back take. And if you happen to be not quite sensitive and he was able to entangle, then you can counter with your own bent arm lock or straight arm lock. Something to play with, work on both sides, please. And I look forward to seeing you in the mat soon.